Welcome back to Success Nation. I'm your host, Gary Ernneus. Today we're talking about being patient. Being patient doesn't mean you sit around and don't do anything. Being patient doesn't mean you just accept anything as they come to you without doing anything. No. Being patient, what I'm talking to you about being patient is your ability to understand you will not succeed from the jump. It's like building an empire. You start from bricks after bricks after bricks until you get to the top. And that's how you be patient. You're patient in building things, not patient on just not doing anything. You are patient while you are building. You are patient while building things, not patient doing nothing. Patiently waiting sometimes is not good for you. Patiently constructing is good for you. Let's hear it again. Patiently doing nothing is boredom. Patiently doing something slowly to get to where you need to go is production. Because if you don't know the difference between the two, what you will do to yourself, you'll say, I'm patient, so therefore I don't need to do anything. I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up and wait for things to come to me. That's what you'll say to yourself. But that is not what being patient means. Being patient is like you are doing something, you are building something, it's taking you time to get to where you need to go, but you are patiently constructing your life. You are patiently constructing every single step of your life. You are patiently building your success. So not being patiently waiting, doing nothing. Well, you know what? I'm a very patient person, so therefore let me sit and do nothing. You're not being patient. You're a procrastinator. A patient person is a person who's doing something. Yes, it's taking them time to succeed, but they are doing it. Because the thing about being patient doing, your time will come. Because it is not really, most people say, your time comes. It's not just because your time comes. It's the fact that you are ready. You are ready when that moment comes. You have prepared yourself for the success. You have prepared yourself towards that success. You can have two different kinds of people. The people that say, I'm a very patient person. Man, why is it taking so long? Well, you haven't been doing anything. Well, another one would say, I'm a very patient person, but I'm doing something to get to where I need to go. It'll take you many years, but if you're walking, you'll get somewhere. It'll take you many years to get to where you need to go, but if you're walking, you will get somewhere. Take the other person who said, I'm a very patient person, but I'm sitting down. Well, you are patiently sitting down. You are not patiently walking towards your goal. You are patiently sitting down. You are not patiently working towards your goal. Understand again. If you are patiently waiting, you are not doing. If you are patiently doing things to improve your life, by the time you get to that finish line, by the time that door is open, you will be in front of the door of opportunity. Understand what I'm saying to you again. If you are patiently waiting, doing nothing, you are a procrastinator. If you are patiently doing something, you are patiently doing something toward the goal that you want to achieve, you are a patient person. But you will succeed. So when people tell you, you know what, it's good to be patient. It is good to be patient while you're doing something. It is good to be patient while doing something. It is not good to be patient doing nothing. A person who is patiently waiting, doing nothing, is not a patient person. You are a procrastinator. A person who is patiently waiting and doing nothing is not a patient person. You are a procrastinator. A patient person who is patiently doing and patiently building whatever they need to do is a patient person. And now, as a result of being patient doing something, the task may be tedious. It might be you have to do meticulous tasks. You have to do them. You have to just doing them very small and small and small, step by step, drip by drip. But you will get to that bucket of water if you are patiently doing nothing. You are a procrastinator. If you are patiently doing something, you are a constructor. You are a builder. You are a building. You are mastering your craft by patiently building. You take a 90-degree step every step of the way. You are moving towards your goal. But if you are patiently sitting down doing nothing, you are not building your life. All you're simply doing is you're procrastinating. You're waiting for things to come to you. And sometimes, and most of the time, nothing comes to those who just sit there and wait. If you want to build yourself, if you want to build anything in your life, you have to patiently do things. You know, I'm going to give you a story. Remember when I was a kid? I was about 11 years old. And there was this guy, he was a bully, man. He used to bully me every day. Every day this guy would bully me. But the reason he was bullying me was because I was dyslexic. I was able to read things backward and forward. He had a problem with that. He used to laugh at me. So every day, he would bully me. Every day I would go home and watching those old Bruce Lee movies, and I watched them and practicing my moves every day, you know. And one of my teachers told me, you know what, Gary, this is what you need to do. You need to read more in your life. You need to read, try to read 4 paragraphs a day. So while this guy was bullying me because I was dyslexic, I was reading. I was patiently reading. I would read every day. I would read anything that came my way. And I was also mimicking those Bruce Lee moves. One day, this guy, oh my goodness. Man, this guy, he dropped me 50 times that one day. He dropped me 50 times. 50 times, man. I did not want to give up. I ran. I didn't even know how to fight. Boom. I was like, geez, what am I going to do? But the only thing that was inside of me said, do not give up. Until the older kids are like, you know what? Come on, man, let's go. So I left. All right. But I had this burning desire because this guy, even though he was bigger than me, he was older than I was, he was bigger than me. One summer, I knew how to read better. I knew how to fight better now. So now guess what? I met my bully again. So I confronted him. I challenged him at a reading contest. He couldn't read. So I won that battle. So physically, I challenged him to fight. I dropped him too. So I'm not going to tell your kids to go out and fight anyone. That's not what I'm saying to you. But I was patiently waiting. I was patiently training myself. I was patiently reading. Every chance I got, I would read anything that I could find. And I remember the word that I challenged him with. Energetic. That was the word that I challenged him to spell. He couldn't spell it. Well, that was the same word my teacher told me to spell, and I was able to spell the word, and I won a first prize for it. She encouraged me to read from that moment on. From that moment on, because the teacher encouraged me to read, I pursued my reading skills to the highest. I never stopped reading ever since. And every time I faced someone who's a bully, I would patiently wait to knock them down. Because if you are patiently waiting and doing nothing, you are procrastinating. If you are patiently waiting, patiently doing, and doing exactly where you need to go, you know where you need to go, it'll take you time to get there. But you're patiently doing and working towards getting there. Don't worry about people trying to force you, trying to tell you, man, you need to move fast. You need to move fast, man. So-and-so is doing exactly what you want to do. So-and-so is taking your spot. No one is taking your spot. No one is taking your spot. Because your spot is yours because you're working towards it. Your time is yours if you're working towards it. Your time becomes somebody else's time if you sit there and doing nothing with it. Remember, your time is yours if you are acting on it. You are a procrastinator if you sit there and do nothing and expect things to come to you. You are a builder if you are working step by step to get to your goals. Remember, like and subscribe. Thank you.